That's a good segue right there, my man. Chainsaws aren't very comfortable, and we have to watch Chensō Man episode 3.
Hey, we got into it this
show
episode.
makes me happy.
Oh man, so hot take.
Oh dear.
What's the point?
Yeah, fair.
I'm 3 episodes through, and I'm not gonna fucking come out in here and hate, be an asshole, and be like, this show sucks. It doesn't suck, but I'm 3 episodes in, and I'm kind of like, we're not really doing anything. You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
They keep adding more questions on, and they're not answering anything for me. And I think for this to work, they're getting good characterization. Like, we understand everyone. I don't like Denji at this point, to be honest with you.
You don't like Denji?
No.
Is it too horny for you?
Yeah, it's a little too much. It's a little too much.
I get what you're saying.
He shows again, it's like he shows flashes of being a really cool dude, like how he's like, I know how she feels because I know I can't pet Pochita and everything like that.
See, that shit was cool.
But like when he's just straight horny and stuff, it's like it's a little it's I've seen it too much, and like usually the main character is not the one who fills that archetype.
No, not at all. I mean,
so
you get like the Zenitsu role in fucking Demon Slayer of the background character.
Yeah, and so like he kind of fulfills that, and it's like, I don't want it on my screen like that. And so that's where my issue comes from. There's nothing really going on directly leading to the plot currently. I'm more curious about the Public Safety Committee, right?
Okay.
Especially with that scene we got with Makima talking to the board of directors, I would assume.
Yes, that was kind of interesting.
They're like, how are the dogs going? And they're like, I got a new one that I think is going to be all right. And they're like, we'll see. And then they explained how the power system worked, which I knew about just because, again, people keep fucking yapping about this. Yap. Shut the fuck up. Like, come on, dude. Spoiling shit now. I have to dodge this shit all the time on Instagram and Twitter because people want to keep talking about it. It's like, dude, I haven't read the manga. I'm trying to enjoy the anime. Where how strong a demon can get is determined by how scared the general population is of said object they represent. Right. So then you got Denji, who's a fucking chainsaw, which is, I mean, yeah, pretty fucking spooky. I wouldn't want to get, if someone ran at me with a chainsaw, I'd be like, oh my god, what the fuck? I think power is hammer. That's my best bet because she uses a hammer weapon, so it's people who are scared of hammers. Which, I mean, that's got to be decently strong.
I would assume so. You know,
I don't know what the fuck this demon was. I don't know.
A bat. Yeah.
I mean,
sure.
I don't know, but he was kind of crazy.
A bat or a chimera?
They said bat.
That's what I could think.
Okay, yeah. I get what you mean by a chimera. And you know what? Here's my take on how this is going so far. I am invested in where it's going to go. And so, because I'm curious about what they're going to do, and I'm not 100% sure. Like, I have a pretty general idea about how things are going to go. You know, Denji's going to learn more stuff, and he's going to get better, and relationships will improve and such.
Yeah, you just described every TV show ever.
Yeah, because that's like I said, that's what they're always going to do. It's not going to be anything crazy in that general sense. But because of the fact that I'm interested to see how these things develop with his character and with the group that he's with, I can handle the fact that it's a little bit slow right now and the plot is not going much of anywhere. I'm interested in the characterization of these characters.
So, as far as maybe Enrique could answer this, as far as like manga sales go, right? Where does this rank? Because I know it's really high.
Like 2 or 3. Okay. Dude,
so
it's fucking insane. Like,
so comparing this, right? For me to compare this to Demon Slayer right now, I apologize for everyone, including myself. But watching Demon Slayer, right? Watching the first few episodes, you have something that you're working towards, right? Like he's like, oh, I gotta get powerful to fight Muzan because he killed my entire family, right? And this, I feel like there's no yet like huge thing to conquer. I feel like it's just kind of whatever they want to do every episode. So I don't know. I compare it. What?
You're not wrong, and I mean, they brought that up a little bit in the episode itself when Makima was talking to him, and dude was like, he doesn't actually have a purpose.
Right, and that's why I'm curious to see where they'll go. Because right now, like, again, hot take, like, I don't know personally how this is so highly touted, I guess. Again, dude, we're 3 episodes in, that we have a lot to go. So I'm not trying to shit on it or anything. Like, I will probably end up coming back to this and think, wow, I was on fucking meth. But, like, watching Demon Slayer, right? I was just initially invested in that and the progression towards that. Watching Hunter x Hunter, I was like, oh, he's gonna somehow meet his dad. The fucking journey that started on was fantastic. So for this, I think the animation's beautiful. I think the fight scenes are super cool. I really like it, but the thing is, like, there's no overlying thing that I'm super invested in thus far and am excited for in the future. It's just kind of something that I don't know what's going to happen every episode. I don't know what to look forward to. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
Let's compare it to one of its fucking contemporaries that we've also watched and reviewed on this show, Jujutsu Kaisen. Within 3, we know that he's trying to get Sukuna's fingers, and that's the end goal. With this, I agree with you. I was actually going to say that before you said it, but I was letting you guys rock. I don't understand how this is so popular right now. I know the art. I've seen the manga art. It's really fucking pretty, and I've heard that the manga gets insane just in like what's happening. But I feel like the jerking of this series currently is coming from people who either watch the manga or are buying into the hype. Other than it being pretty, there's not a lot happening. Right? And I don't get it. It's just that the meat suck is kind of crazy on this series.
And again, maybe I'm being too critical of it because of the meat suck that's going on, but shit, dude, like, I don't understand yet.
Yeah, I don't mind being a contrarian, but this is not this situation. Like, if something's cool, I'm gonna give it its fucking props. And like I said,
100%.
The animation on this show, it's fantastic. The CGI sometimes, the CG, not the CGI. The CG, when it goes 3D, it's like, sometimes it doesn't look good, sometimes it looks really good. It just depends on what they're doing with it. But the show looks great, the action's great, but I don't know where the good comes from. Like, where it takes a step beyond going from good to great. And some series take a little bit longer to do that. And I know Chensō Man's only, I believe, 90 chapters in so far. So assuming this chapter covers a third of that, I assume it has to get good soon.
I was going to say, it's got to be relatively quick.
Yeah, and because people have been talking about it for like a year or 2 years, the manga. So I can only assume that it gets good fast, because that would mean that's like, 20, 30 chapters ago kind of shit. I'm interested in it. I'm enjoying it. The production quality of this is arcane level. You know what I mean? Like, they sunk ridiculous amounts of money into the show because they want it to be great. And they know it's going to be great. And it's working because everyone's watching it. Even we are, right? But I just don't see where that transcendent level comes from. Not saying it can't. I just don't see it yet. It's only 3 episodes. That's 60 minutes. We spend more than that a week on House of the Dragon.
100%. Yeah. We're definitely on the same page.
So yeah, I don't take it wrong, but we're not gonna suck the series and say this is the best shit ever when it's good. That's it.
I think it has potential.
Obviously,
I'd agree. Yeah,
shit. I mean, people love it, so there's something.
This has more potential than pretty much anything else I've watched, just due to how highly people pump it up. Like, I don't know. Well, again, we'll see. I am hoping that I'm proved wrong, man. I'm hoping that I'm proved that I should have, voiced my love for this earlier.
I want week 10 or 12 or 10 or 11 to hit, and I want us to come in here with a Demon Slayer season 2, episode 11. I want us to come in with a Demon Slayer fucking 19 type of moment.
Yeah, because that's the hype I'm getting, dude.
Give me that, and I'll be in. Because that's like that's when shows cross the line from being I enjoy this to this is fucking great, right?
Yep.
Demon Slayer's had 2 of them at this point. And while you can say whatever you want about Demon Slayer's plot, it keeps me intrigued, and I want to see their final goal, right? Without a final goal, I can't be excited for your final goal if there isn't one put in front of me.
That's a great point.
So just give me that and give me the moment, because I know it has it in it. Just watching the regular fights, I can see when that epic fight finally comes, it's gonna be cool as shit.
Well, that was okay. So that was a question I kind of had, was with the bat thing. Like, that thing was going crazy, and it was destroying a ton of things. It's gonna get even crazier. So, like, what is gonna continue to happen? Is it gonna be, because we've seen it with power? Is it gonna be similar to Demon Slayer, where they've got like different things they can do as demons, or how's it gonna work? I'm curious.
I truly think that the end boss for this series is not going to be the demons. It's going to be the Public Safety Council.
I could see it.
That makes sense.
I really think that the way they've shown them and Makima, they are doing something else behind the scenes past just killing demons.
I mean, yeah, you have to.
And the way they've been demonizing them compared to how Denji and them react to them. You know, Denji's like, I can see that some are good, some are bad kind of thing, versus them saying they must all die. There's an underlying tone that something else is going on beneath there.
Right.
So if that's what it is, that will be fun, because I enjoy fighting against the power that be setting things up. It's very One Piece. Where One Piece, pirates are the enemy's the government. So I like that kind of plot. Fucks with Chensō Man. The ending song this week was crazy as fuck. I didn't like it.
I didn't like it.
It was all over the place.
The first two were better.
I like that kind of metal. I like heavy metal. I like, death metal and shit. My issue becomes that it was like there was like a weird chime going on at some point in it. It was like it was like ting ting.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck is that chime? And then it went from that to like a pretty cool section with the girl singing instead. That was like more laid back, and she's like, it was like more anime ending typical. And I was like, well, that sounds cool. And they did like a fusion of it at the end. I was like, oh, that's cool. I just didn't really enjoy that first part. So
I didn't end up getting to the girl singing.
I don't
if
think
I'm
I
to be
did
honest.
either, actually.
What the fuck, dude?
I couldn't handle the first dude screaming at me.
Yeah, I was good, bro.
It's unique every week, man. You gotta check them out.
I was checking it out, and I was getting screamed at, and I didn't like it.
The tone did fit the ending of the episode. That's the most important part.
Yes.
The ending of the episode was him going crazy with chainsaws, so they go crazy with metal.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Shout out Chensō Man. Hope it gets higher tier.